Alright, I'm back with the second update after a lot of trial and error and a lot of fuck ups. The last one I showed, apparently it did not work properly. I can't write the character variables in code yet. I think that was my problem. Um, but I also have been cracking out on Hitman, the World of Assassins, the freelance shit. That shit is fucking dope. Oh my god, that game is fucking fire. That shit is the shit I wanted back when I was like 10 playing Hitman 2 on the PC. And it was so great. But, yeah, hold on. We're gonna get into it. Wow. He dies. And he gets back up. He rises from the grave. Then, if you die, you'll die. You won't be able to get up. Because spacebar is the one to toggle with the, I'll have to show it, but you can get up with the X, because that's free one, where you can freely do it. But you wouldn't want to use that one, I don't believe. Now, if you died, and you had full health, or you had half health, you could still get up with the spacebar. All that's on my ABP is this linked admin graph. This is only if you're using the overlay pose. So if you're not, you don't have to worry about this. But it's pretty sweet. It's a lot cleaner than like this and like another bull. This one's for the camera state, but I believe, which I'm gonna have to show it here in just a second. The client is I have it working on the client too. I just didn't show it. I was retarded. I reset the video just to show it, but I'm stupid. I'm gonna go through and show this first, and then I'll show it working on the client. I think I'm not replicating this variable right here, the camera shit, so it's like jerking the camera around when I'm like in Ragdoll under client, but I believe that's the problem. For your player input, you want to freely get up. Like, I guess this would just be for like, I guess testing purposes or whatever, I don't know. Or like also to toggle it, because I have it on call to toggle it when your health depletes down to 0. And then I have a special function that will allow you to pass the current health through and check if it's greater than 0. And if it is, it'll let you get up. So that's actually pretty nice if you, I don't even think I have to set it up for like the explosion that I was talking about last time. Like, if your health is above 0, if you get hit by an explosion and your health is still above 0, you'll still be able to get up. But yeah, hold on, let's go to then the client real quick. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. I'm pretty sure it's where I'm not replicating the camera variable yet. Oops, I pushed C. Yeah, see, look at that. It's like jerking the camera around. Sometimes it'll actually like keep with it, but sometimes it won't. So, see, right there, it kept with it. But I'm thinking it's just because I'm not replicating the camera variable yet, which is like fault on me, like not setting the camera variable up, I guess. So, it don't matter. But as you can see, for the non-replicated stuff, it does work perfectly fine. Doesn't give you that camera shit. But I'm pretty sure it's the camera, like, not being replicated yet. Because I set the camera system up and I hadn't set it up to be replicated just yet. Alright, I'll be back in, like, a second. Alright, here's a little bit of the code, just some, like, setter shit. This one's actually one that I'm, like, kind of, like, pretty stoked on. It's a simple, like, if statement with a Boolean pass-through. But, these are functions that I made, and, like, I made them here. Here, right here. Here's where they're made. These two right here. But this function's actually called in the blueprint. It's actually pretty cool. I didn't know you could do it till I did it. It's pretty sweet. allows you to do decent things with the if statements, make your shit look a little cleaner if you want to use blueprints in conjunction. But yeah, it's some implemental events. You know, some variables for your stuff. You're over where you lose your tongue tied. Using an overlay state, stuff like that. All your animations, and then like, I guess like if you're using a custom character and you have the pelvis named differently, like other than like lowercase pelvis, like cap sensitive is like a case too, or like the root, you have the root name something different. You could change the names here, not here, but in the blueprint itself. Yeah, and just some setters pretty much, and I've got the set replicate to true. Alright, going into the core, and see, this is what I'm talking about. This is where I made those functions in there. I used them in here, and then I actually have a function that will allow me to call them from over there, like, even though like this is code. Pretty cool though. I thought it was pretty neat. The way I was doing the character thing last time was retarded. Very, very fucking retarded. Don't ever do that. Trying to use your own variable, I think was what it was, my problem. Like trying to make the variable in C++ and setting it in here. I did not need to do that. You don't need to do that. Set it in blueprints. Like right here. Fuck setting in code. It's retarded. But yeah, just like I said last time, nothing's really changed other than like I said, you got the one if your health is greater than 0, you'll be able to trigger the ragdoll state. This one's trigger it freely, which will pretty much, I'm just using it to trigger it on your health death or whatever, like your health is low. And also it's kind of guess for debugging purposes, so you could use the X to directly toggle it and then like untoggle it. So like if you were, say like you were in a montage or something, like I have it here to stop it, and I think some other stuff to do some other stuff. But I think that's for like the animation game sample. I copied it from somebody, so don't, I don't know, it's not, it works, whatever. But and this one, this one gave me the most problems. I sat here for days, and was like, well, why don't I do it like the way I do the other on-rep variables? And it actually worked. It worked. You call the update state, and if it's, you know, if the ragdoll is going, it'll actually tick it, and this is ragdoll update, but this is ragdoll state, and I only want this to fire off when this is false, or no, when this is true. Yeah, cause yeah, you want it to do it when it's true, cause when you like go into the ragdoll, this needs to update. Yeah, never mind, my bad, excuse me. Derp. Stupid moment. But yeah, just simple on rep here, and update the state here. And why I made this, you would put this one on the character, like your character itself. You would pop this one on the character. And like I say here, the tick's only gonna run when the state is set to true, so it's not really running on the tick all the time. But I did that to hide those two variables. Oops. These two. Oh, well, these two. Those two variables. I did to hide them, so you couldn't see them in here. Because overall, to get this up and running, you need 3 items. You need the flailing animation, which I believe the third person character comes with like a flailing animation, so it'd be okay. And then you need the two get up from the back and get up from the front, or arise from the front and arise from the back montage is set up. And this thing would run, because it runs here with just that, or it ran over there, which this is not, this is the actual file that I wrote it on. But it does run, seen it run. And like I said, the only problem that I'm having with it now is the camera shit, but that's not problem with this system, that's problem with the camera system. But overall, it's nice. I like it. Keeping it clean, especially over here. Oh yeah, you'd have to if you want to set it up, you'd have to, you know, do your things here. Like for the default, like it's set now, as it stands. You don't have to do anything with the overlay state system or whatever, like, because it's not here. You just tick these for your animations, that one and that one, and it'll get up from the back and the front default, and we use the boolean to determine whether or not it's at the back or at the front. So everything's all set up there. You just have to add that, and you're good. And then you'd have to do some, like, two other things. You'd have to make that with your skeleton, and then toggle the flailing animation to the flailing animation in here, and it will work after you set it up like I've done in the other video. I don't know, I'll do a more comprehensive video, I guess, on how to, like, maybe set it up or whatever later if I decide to actually put it up on the marketplace. I don't know yet. It works though, so I'm kind of stoked. I've been at a brick wall for a couple days, and like, I'm actually kind of glad I did this, because this kind of stuff, this workflow has like opened me up to being able to like keep my stuff a lot cleaner, because that's really what it was about. I hated these things, and like I hated every kind of variable all up in here, like not here, but in the third person character or the sandbox character, which I was using sandbox character. But yeah, it works. It's nice. I'm actually quite happy with it. It's very clean. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough. I guess I might get off and go play some Hitman, shoot some people up. Bang, 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 bang. I don't know. Take it easy.